It's good to get back in Hinkle. Had a great crowd for Saturday afternoon. So it was just coming off the break. We took 3 days off there, 3.5, and just getting back into practice. But then walking out and seeing Hinkle on a Saturday is always special. So it was good to just be back out there. I thought coming into it in our preparation, talked a lot about their guards. How aggressive they are and. They're talented and can really score the basketball, so we had a lot of attention on them. And I thought, those guys, I think, combined 4 for 27. It was just a good job by, Aaron and Kamar, Kay, Jordan, Sean, all the guys that got in there and did the job. But it was a team effort with our bigs helping. They run pretty good motion, they cut hard, and so we had to have a collective effort to defend them. And then on the other side, 17 assists on the 27 made field goals, and it wasn't our best. Offensive night, but I thought guys moved the ball, made good decisions, shared it. Got a little sloppy there, middle way of the second half, but on the whole, I think we played, how we want to play. Some of the shots didn't drop, and give our guys credit, it didn't affect our mentality on the defensive end when some shots didn't fall there.
Yeah, Derek, I guess how are you feeling physically? And it must be very encouraging to you to have a game like this, after having really played so little for so long.
It's obviously very helpful for my mentality, obviously. They've been talking to me about staying positive and keep going at people, and obviously a game like this helps me, builds confidence. But I figured eventually they'd start falling, and eventually I'd start playing a little more, so it's good when they start coming at me. And Coach has been the whole time keeping my confidence up, so today helps.
It seems like you remain pretty composed, whether you're doubled or not doubled, because it looks like passing out of the post is something that you like to do, and it's kind of one of your main skills.
Yeah, it's something I enjoy. Obviously today I had 3 turnovers, so I didn't do a great job of it today, but obviously I love to pass. I'm an unselfish player, so it's something I enjoy and something I try to do at the highest level.
Kamar, it wasn't necessarily your best shooting night tonight, but led the team in rebounds and assists and provided your strong defense. Can you speak on how you've kind of grown as more of an all-around player heading into this season?
The defense, load up when I'm attacking. So 2 or 3 guys come at me, so that just leaves my teammates open. So I just make the right play and let them shoot it, and just get the ball off my hands, and it goes in with my teammates shoot it. So.
How did it feel to see the 3 go in?
It felt good. I thought they all felt good, honestly, but just good to feel when one goes down.
Well, you kind of addressed that. You haven't detected any hitches or anything in your shooting motion or anything while you're practicing, because this is like kind of an unusual blip for you with shooting the last few games. But they said they feel like normal.
Yeah, they feel good. Nothing feels different, so keep shooting them. They'll go in eventually.
What does that even say about, I guess, your team that you can function at such a high level, when Kamar has a couple off shooting games? It's just like you don't miss a beat.
Yeah, I think, next man up mentality, and they all have belief in each other. It's just something we have been talking about for a long, long time. Even during, one of the timeouts there, I got on a couple of them about just poor response with missing a shot that we want you taking. We want Kamar Baldwin aggressive and attacking and shooting the basketball, and we're fine with, the shots he's taking. And Jordan's open, that's what his role is, and Sean the same way. Derek, Bryce, they get the ball around the basket. Not to hang your heads if you miss one, because your teammates are going to come back to you, and you'll have a next opportunity. I thought, for a split second, our response wasn't great because we missed a couple, but then the guys snapped out of it and continued to take the shots we want them taking.
That's a good segue. Derek, why did the whole bench jump up when Caleb Battle, after he made a good play the possession before, made a 3 in the corner? I think it looked up like the whole bench jumped up. You just cheering for the young pup, or?
That just shows how connected we are. We're that way with a lot of people. Usually when they get in after a while of sitting, or anything when they're struggling. It's just so we did the same thing with Kamara when he hit his first three. I mean, it's just we're all connected. We all want to see each other succeed, and that just speaks to who we are as people and who we are as a team.
Coach, you guys were able to kind of really use your bench tonight in a game where you guys pretty much took control early. Can you speak on how those guys, specifically maybe David or Tucker, were able to come in early in the game around the under 16 in the first half and immediately make an impact? How that means, what that means to you guys moving into conference play?
Yeah, no, and those guys came in. I thought I think we gave up 7 points there right around the first media, and they came in, Jordan and Christian, and held them, I think, without a point heading into the next media. And so, give them a credit. Christian, his development as a defender and kind of a utility player, and his mindset. He's embraced the role of just being the ultimate defender for us and being able to guard multiple positions. Jordan's really taken a step. So to have them come in and impact the game on that end of the court was big, and obviously for their teammates to see it was big. So each guy stepped up. I would say everybody put a little something in the plate tonight, as my grandma used to say. So Derek contributed. We went to him. He finished. It was good. Kay Henry came in and defended well. And got us a little bit of energy when there was a lull there in the second half, and so each man they're all ready to step up and not just do anything extra, just do what we expect them to do in their role.
LaVall, how do you react, and how do the guys react when they see all these accolades that Butler's getting lately? I mean, you're high in the polls, you're high in the rankings, you're put in like as a number 1 or 2 seed at the NCAA tournament, but reality strikes, I know, Tuesday at Carnesecca Arena.
Yeah, I don't know how they react. We don't talk about it, so they may react outside of our locker room and in our offices. We just talk about getting better, and tomorrow we'll have an opportunity to clean up some stuff from this game, and then we get ready to head into Big East play and get ready for a really good St. John's team. And we've played Coach Anderson's team before and know that they'll be ready. And so, we just talked about the first season, kind of the non-conference season and finishing that kind of the way we wanted to finish it. And then we're heading into the conference season now, so everything that we did doesn't matter anyway. Nobody cares, so we have to get ourselves prepared tomorrow.
Do you feel like the Big East has put itself in really good position to get maybe as many bids as the league has ever had since realignment this season?
Yeah, I think, there's a lot of curiosity back when the conference realigned of the Big East, but you look around now and, every program has talent, every program has pride, every program has a really good coaching, and so it's what you love about being in this league is night in, night out, you have to bring your best self to the table, and so that's what the non-conference schedule, helped us get ready for. And we'll step into it soon, and I think top to bottom it's the best league in the country, and we'll see at the end of the year how many make it in and make it out. But I don't think any coach in the league's worried about that come New Year's Eve. Everybody will be looking at the opponent right in front of them.
Right.
Exactly.
Coach, now that your non-conference schedule is over, obviously the record looks great, but what has been maybe 1 or 2 things that you can point to as things that personally as a coach have impressed you out of your team from the first 2 months of the year?
That's a good question. I think just the resiliency and response through even like a game like tonight where some of the open looks weren't falling. They stayed committed to the defensive end, responded well, and then the leadership. So through the ups and downs, and there's execution and there's play calling, but what really gets you the results is the ability to respond when somebody pressures you and you can't run the play that you called. How do you respond when it's going your way, moving on to the next play and getting the next one right, or when there's a huge amount of adversity, we're down 17 at Baylor, and you got to fight your way back in it possession by possession. And so, and we talked about heading into this one, just taking all of those lessons and keeping and applying them, each and every day. But we've learned some lessons along the way, and our leadership has been, where it should be, and I think it can get even better.
You've addressed this, I think, probably some already, but it seems like there's like a fine line between like being humble and being hungry. You've talked about that some. I mean, you want to be confident, but you don't want to have guys thinking they're better than they are. How do you, I guess how do you balance that as a staff and as the guys? Maybe the guys can comment on that too.
Yeah, I would say, we talk about, humility and lack of confidence. So you got to believe in yourself and believe in each other. But you have a healthy respect for the game and what it requires, whether it's taking care of your body, eating right, sleeping right, putting in the work to be in the gym so that when you're open and it's your opportunity, you're ready for it. You have to respect the game, respect your opponent, and, and then embracing, who you are. And I think, in our locker room, sure, everybody wants more. It's human nature, right? Everybody, if you played 12, you want to play 20. If you played 20, you want to play 30. If you're averaging 6, you want to average 8, and so on and so forth. But, having the humility to accept what you're being asked to do and embrace that role and embrace that job. And when you've got, Kamar Baldwin's your best player and you're around him every day, you're the pressure's on you because he's one of the most confident but humble people I've ever been around, and that's one of our leaders, and so that helps us promote what Butler's about, and you got a great example right in front of you every day with a guy like him.
Is that delicate balance, Kamar? Is that just something you just learn to do over time? Like Coach is saying, being humble but not lacking confidence.
Yes, sir. Like Coach said, just playing the game the right way, but also being aggressive when the time needs. So, and just having all the confidence in the world. That's all of us, 1 through 14 on the roster. So I think we're all like that, honestly.
Thank you. Happy New Year.